You can make an extra few $100 a week selling 3D prints, and you don't need a 3D printer. You don't need to know how to 3D model. All you need is a PC and a little extra time. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use Hyper 3D's 4th generation model, Roden Gen 2.5. This thing is literally creating models in around 4 seconds. And it can also create models with up to 10 million polygons. It's the only AI to 3D model tool on the market that can do either of those. So I want to show you the workflow, how I get good results, the settings I use, and how you can use it to create models to either sell online or actually print the model, sell the actual physical model, or you can just sell the files. Alright, so diving right in, we're right here in Roden Gen 2.5, and this is their 4th generation model. And it works sort of like an LLM because you have control over the output. So right here you have thinking effort, and you have extreme low, low, medium, high, and extreme high, all with different time output. So extreme low, you can get a model in as little as 4 seconds, and extreme high, you're upwards towards 80 seconds. So I've already generated some of these models, and you can come down here and you can see this first model that I did right here. As you can see right here in the top right, I generated this in extreme low, and you can see that the quality is a little dull. It's not super sharp. Now for some workflows, this might work great because you're not worried about, retaining the quality. But sometimes you might need the quality. So this one here was done in low, you can see right here. And as you can see, it has a little bit more quality. So we'll go on to the next one. And this one was done in medium. And you can already see that the quality and detail are becoming more pronounced. He's got way more detail in his body, his face, the wrinkles in his face, and the little hairs right here on his jacket. But watch this when we go to high and extreme high even. Now this is high right here. Now you can see a lot more detail in the collar around his neck and in his armor, and also in the face. Now what's really going to blow your mind is the extreme high right here. Watch this when this comes up. Look at that. If you were going to use this for like a video game or something like that, this would be perfect because look at that texture. I mean, that is absolutely crazy. Look at this. Look at his face, like the skin. The coloring on the hair, all of that is just crazy. That is nuts. And to think that it did this in like around 100 seconds or so, less than 2 minutes is what it took. Around 2 minutes is what this took. So if you're wanting to generate models to sell, actually 3D print and sell, or if you're wanting to generate the models just to sell the models themselves, you'll have commercial rights to these. And you'll want to do it in the highest quality possible. You're not really worried about time in that situation, which it doesn't take a lot of time, but we're going to go through the workflow right here. Alright, so let me show you how to get results just like this. First, you want to bring in your image, and then you're going to want to pop on down here to the presets. Now, make sure that you have micro and detailed selected. The micro option preserves a lot more detail on the model at a geometry level. Okay, so once you do that, then you'll want to determine whether you want 3 or 1 images. I like to keep it on 1, and then make sure you have extreme high selected, and then after that you're ready to go. It's going to cost you 1 credit to generate initially. Now just keep in mind there will be other credits once you further process the model, and we'll move on to the next one. So once it generates, as you can see, it comes out super detailed, but the cool part is it's not done yet. This is just the first generation. Now you'll come up here to the right, over here where it says geometry. You won't really need to do much here except you can adjust the triangles. Now you can go all the way up to 10 million if you want, but I suggest leaving it on 2 million, especially if you're doing 3D printing. 10 million would be a bit much for 3D printing. And you also have smart low poly options, but you won't want those for 3D printing either. And so once you select 2 million, you'll just hit confirm, and then it's gonna do another round of generation, and you're almost there. But let me speed this up real quick. Okay, that's better. Alright, now that generated, as you can see, you got a lot more detail and it's looking more like a 3D model, but you still have a few options that you need to select in order to get that super extreme high detail like we're talking about. But look at the detail here. I mean, the detail here already is really good. And this is what you'll get if you want to 3D print it. But you'll want to come up here to extreme high. and put it on 12K. That's going to be the 12K beta. And then PBR, you don't necessarily need it for 3D printing, but I'm going to crank it all the way to 10 just to show you what this thing can do. And then here's where you'll spend a couple more credits and you'll hit generate, and we'll wait for that one. Okay, so I am speeding these up, but altogether this is taking around 3 to 5 minutes in all. So now we should get the fully textured one, and here it is. Yeah, take a look at this thing. This thing is absolutely nuts. Look at the detail, like in his beard, just the wrinkles in his skin. I mean, if you really go in there, you can just see it is crazy. Now, this is more like if you're in a video game, this would be awesome, but it also preserves it for 3D printing. And so you'll want to export this if you want to 3D print it, and you can retain all the color. And you're gonna want to select the 3D print ready option right over here, and you have a few other options here. You don't have to mess with these whatsoever. You can just hit download and you're good to go. Now that's the rundown on basically the workflow. Now if you wanted to sell something, here's something I came up with. This is a cyberpunk themed chess set, and I think it would do really well. Now you would use Rodin and go in here and capture every single one of these, and then you would just generate 3D models of them and then either print them out, or you could just sell the chess set as a file and let whoever buys it print it out. So we're going to take this king right here in the middle, we're going to take him and we're going to generate him. And I've actually already done it so you guys don't have to sit through it. So I used extreme high here to generate this king. And I also used bang to parts because that's another feature that they have in here. Right here, you can select bang to parts if you wanted to separate your model. And actually, like me, if I wanted to separate this plate here, this bottom base plate, and let's say I didn't want that, I just wanted the guy, then you would use bang to parts and it would actually take that apart. So here on bang to parts, you can actually adjust the strength. So I've got mine on 5, but really what I like to do is I'll use the manual, and here's how you use the manual. This little dot right here, what you'll do is, if let's say you wanted to separate the base, right? I'm going to put a dot on the base and then you select new part. And now you can see the base right there. That's going to be a part. So let's say we wanted his head. So we would select his head, and you see how it's highlighted. You select new part, and now his head is another part. So now let's select one of his arms. We'll do that, and we'll select again, and you can keep clicking before you hit new part, and it's all going to be one part. So we'll hit new part there. Now his arm is a part, and now oh, we need the gun too. Got to get the gun. And there we go. So now we'll hit new part. Now his whole right arm right there, well actually his left arm is a part. Now we have his body, we have the base, and then we're just going to hit generate. And then it's going to generate him into parts, and then we'll hit confirm and go on down to materials, just like we did the other model, same thing. All right, so that's bang to parts. As you can see, all the parts we selected, it put it into parts, and you can print that in different ones, and you can even refine here. You can actually change this one. If you wanted to just change this pedestal, you hit the refine, or you can even bang it further into parts. So it's just all on you what you want to do. Right here on refine, you can click on this, you can input a reference image, or you can go down here to the text and you can alter the text. It all just depends on your workflow and what you want to do. You can change the model fidelity to high, and you can change it to low. Just to, you know, it really just all depends on what you're doing, your needs for that specific model. But it's really good to have all of these options. Now that you've done that, you can do confirm if you want to keep the bang. Now me personally, I don't want to keep that, so I'm just going to hit no on that. All right, so to get your model back all into one piece, you'll just click this button right here, and now you can see the model's back all into one piece. So now we need to further process the model. All right, so now that that's generated, you can see that the quality on this thing, it looks really good. You can see all the detail in his armor, the gun, and his face, even on the back, because when I uploaded this, I actually uploaded 2 images. I uploaded one of the back, and then I uploaded one of the front. So you can do that to make sure you get the back as close to the image as you can, or you can just leave it up to Rodin and it'll just generate based on what it thinks it should be. Now I wanted all these details preserved, so I just uploaded an image. So now here you'll be able to control the PBR temperature. Now that's going to directly affect the surface textures and qualities and stuff like that. So we're going to crank ours to 10. Now doing 3D printing, this won't affect you as much, but we're going to do it anyways. So you'll just want to hit generate, and apparently if you drink water, it speeds up the generation. So we're going to drink water. I put water in my Gatorade bottle. Does anybody else do that? Now another thing you want to make sure on here, you can hit the thinking effort. You can actually control that. So I leave mine on high along with the PBR temperature on 10. Don't mess with this. If you're on high, you'll want to leave that there. So then once you get here, you could see now with the PBR on 10, now look at that. That's crazy. So if you're going to do this in color, then this really matters. Or if you're going to use it for like a game or graphics or something like that. But we're 3D printing, so all of this pretty shiny LED looking stuff really doesn't do anything for us, except you can take a screenshot of this. If you're going to sell this chess set, then you'll want to take a screenshot of this and use it as like part of your product page or whatever. So that's a really good thing that you can do. All right, so we got all that. Now we'll just confirm that. We'll need to confirm, and it's going to generate. All right, now that we confirmed, we can drop down here to pack just like on the other one. Same thing. We're going to select 3D print ready, and then you can do download 3MF. Now I'm not worried about colors. Once again, we're good to go. So we're going to download that, and then we're going to open up Orca and bring it into our Orca slicer. And there it is. You can see now we can zoom in on it and you can see the detail in the model. So I want to change this whole model here. Let's click on this. Let's change it to number 5. Will it let me do that? No. All right, there we go. So I'm going to make this all one color so you could see what it would look like if you were to resin print this model, because typically that's what you would do. You would resin print it. So yeah, here you go. You can see all the detail on this model. It's going to come out great. Now you can upload this and basically just sell the file, or you can 3D print it and sell the whole chess set. I think this would be a really sick chess set to have, and honestly I might just print this thing for myself. But you guys are more than welcome to screenshot the reference image that I put on screen and make your own chess set like this. And if you go over here on Rodin, you can actually bring in images right here, and then you can enter text and have it edit the image for you, make changes and whatnot. And if that doesn't work for you, then you can come over here on the right side to OmniCraft, to your 3D tool bag, and there's actually a ton of tools for you to use. So you've got model viewer, you have mesh editor, you've got vector to 3D, Rodin search, HDRI generation, image remix, which is what we just saw right there, image enhancer, and then you have texture generator. So we'll go through these. If you hover over, you can see right here the little bird. It goes from looking like a little polygon to something super detailed. Same thing with image remix. It shows you here what you can do with your images and how you can change it. It took the cat and it added glasses, or it took, you know, the octopus and the guy and made it all one image. And if you really just can't think of anything, you got Rodin search here. If you click on one of these over here, you click the plus, it adds it to your toolbar right up here. So right now I have avatar text image, I've got 3D video generator, and now I have Rodin search. Or you can just do this drop down right here and then click the mesh. So I'm going to add that. Let's see, we'll do mesh editor. Let's see, image remix. We're going to do image remix, image enhancer, and then we'll also do text generator. Matter of fact, we might as well just do all of them. That way I don't forget that they exist. All right, there we go. So now you can see at the top of mine, I've got all of the tools on my toolbar. So you could do that as well. So all of those tools are super useful, some more than others, and it just depends on your workflow. Some of this stuff might not even pertain to you, whatsoever, because Roden Gen 2.5, the actual Hyper 3D site, is a mega suite of AI tools to use in generating videos, images, and 3D models. So you're going to want to block off some time to sit down, and just like anything else that you're going to learn, you want to dive into this, turn off the phone, get away from everybody, and focus, and just sit down and try to figure it out and just play with it. Burn off some credits. So go sign up on Hyper 3D on the website. I'll leave a link in the description, and I'm going to give you guys a code. It's a 14-day free trial, so you can use it for 14 days, and if you don't like it, then just get rid of it. There's literally no strings attached. So just drive it like you stole it, and if you don't like it, ditch it, and you guys go play around with it. And if you want to see me do more content on Hyper 3D, let me know what you want me to cover. There is so much more here to talk about. There's just no way to do it in one video, obviously. So leave a comment, let me know what you think, and until next time, stay ready to 3D print. See you in the next one.